Howdy y'all, Random Lady here, and just like the title said, today we're going to be talking about squishies, slime, and poop. Now, I normally talk about mental health and mental illness, but I'm not really going to talk about that today. Before I talk, I want to eat my dog biscuit though. Just kidding! Scooby Snacks, graham cracker sticks for humans. Although I bet a dog would eat it. Sorry. Okay. So, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos about squishies because I have 2 teenage daughters and they're really into them. And so I thought, what is the deal? I like to try to keep up with my kids, you know, so I'm not completely clueless. I try. And all the rage right now is squishies. So I'm trying to learn more about them. And in our house, it started with these 2 squishies here. These are macaron cookies. No, not macaroon. Macarons. Fun fact about macaron cookies is that they are pronounced macarons. Now, these cookies that you're looking at right now are macaroon cookies. Okay? Macaron cookies, macaroon cookies. However, Google was very, very nice for all of us who call these macaroon cookies. So if you Google macaroon cookie, you'll get pictures of these. But if you Google macaron cookies, you'll get pictures of these. So remember, macaron, macaroon. Okay. This is my oldest daughters. This is my youngest daughters. And they were like, oh, we love these. Ooh, wish we could have more, more and more. More! That's what a lot of people who collect squishies want, is more. And I don't understand it. I don't get it. Let me tell you what I've learned, is that there are a lot of women out there, and girls, little girls, everything in between, that are like obsessed about these squishies. And they collect them and collect them and collect them to where they put them in these big buckets and shove them in the closet. And then occasionally they'll dig through them and go, oh, I forgot I even had this one. I don't get it. So I'm going to try to get it. Now, my oldest daughter, we were talking about this just yesterday, and she said, well, Mom, I think it's like anybody who collects something, and in a way, it's like a status symbol. In that when you see one, you go, oh yeah, I got that. That one's in my collection. I get that. I collect an interesting thing called story dice. And I've brought one here. Or story cubes. And basically what they are is they have little pictures on them. When you roll them, you make a story out of whatever came up. And I have a whole big collection of them. And I have written a story with them, a long story. And it actually was a lot of fun getting into my imagination and doing that. Maybe I'll get on here and read it someday, you know, in chapters or whatnot. Anyway, let's get back to squishies. My daughters like the squishies that have fabric all over them. And so it's kind of like having a plushie, only you get a more satisfying squish. You know, like when you're strangling the life out of your teddy bear. I didn't do that. But when you're hugging them, yeah, that's a better way to put it. It's like a slow squish. And from what I see in these videos, I guess you're supposed to show your collection. So I don't have a collection of squishies. I don't own a single squishy. So I'm going to show my daughter's collection. Both of them combined. This is a fox. This is, I think, a dog. This is a cat. And again, these have fabric on them. They're real soft. They're not like a lot of the squishies I've been talking about. This is a narwhal, the unicorn of the sea. And this is a penguin. And of course, another cat, because we like cats in this house. So, I've learned about squishies that the slow rising squishy is the best. I didn't get it at first, because to me squishies I thought were like taking the stress ball and running with it. So this is like a little stress ball, and you can squeeze it, and it bounces back pretty quick. And a slow rising squishy is not like that. You take it and squish it, and it stays squished. And apparently that doesn't help people with stress, I don't think, because you're supposed to get your aggressions out, right? And you take a squishy, it's slow rising, and you squeeze it, and then you're like, oh, finally, it's back to where it is. Okay, that one's in the floor. We'll try this one. Oh, finally I can squish it again. But it does feel good, actually. Now, when it comes to slow rising squishies, when I was doing my research for this video, I did find one that I actually really want. How many have ever taken a loaf of bread and just want to squeeze the crap out of it? Well, this particular squishy I want because it's a loaf of bread. Pretty realistic looking too. And I just want to squeeze the crap out of it and it'll come back. That's the great thing about it. So yeah, now I want a squishy. And what I want to do with that loaf of bread squishy too is put it in a regular bread bag, sneak it to the grocery store, put it in the bakery aisle when people are looking for their bread. I kind of push my way through, excuse me, and pull the loaf of bread out and squeeze the crap out of it and go, yeah, that's a good one. And then stroll away with my shopping cart. Just to see the look on their face, you know, just to get a rise out of them. Rise. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll get back to squishies in a minute. Let's go to slime. And this is the one that creeps me out a little bit more. I get collecting squishies like I collect my dice. Alright, about slime. My daughters have a friend who is what I call the slime master. But I have done my research again somewhat and looked up slime because I can't figure it out. What's the big deal about slime? And their friend is always making slime and bringing it to our house, and from what they say, she's got a ton of slime all over her house. Not all over her house, but different tubs of it all in her house. And so you should put slime in an airtight container. This is not an airtight container, so eventually this slime is going to dry out like this slime did. And the slime, which dried out, oh, that makes me think of a turkey on Thanksgiving, and you to put the stuffing in. Can you see it? The turkey. Okay, never mind. I've heard that you can take slime and put something called an activator in it and massage it in, and it will work again. What kind of work does slime do? Anyway, I don't really understand what activator is or what's in activator. For this slime, my daughter said that their slime master friend used Tide to activate the slime. So when you open this, It smells like laundry detergent. And actually, it's because it is. Now, I gotta admit, I'm pretty creeped out by slime. I don't know. Ooh, I'm gonna get a block of this out of here. I'm making peace with slime because I've been messing around with some of the slime that her friend brought over. But I look on some of these videos and they do all this floppy, flippy, do this thing and get bubbles out of it and crunch it and the bubbles pop and, you know, it's... Anyway, this is not as soft of a slime now because it's drying out. So I have something their friend brought over. I swear we have a ton of slime because of the Slime Master. Shout out to you, Lizzie. You're the Slime Master. They brought this big, oh, this is heavy, this big tub of slime. I have not looked in this tub yet. And I do know she puts glitter in it, and this is like a pretty slime. I don't know if you can see the glitter in it. And it looks like this had glitter in it too. Okay. And so, I don't know what this slime looks like. Is it pretty slime? The thing that scares me about this slime though, is that the girls are not intimidated to take the slime out, put it on the floor, or put it somewhere where there's crumbs. And on the floor, there's dirt, dust, hair, cat litter, cat particles and stuff. They'll take it on a floor that hasn't been swept and they'll play with it. That is so gross. What's in this slime? I'm afraid to touch it. And maybe that's why I get creeped out by slime, because to me it picks up a lot of junk. Icky. Ooh. Alright. I have this big cauldron of slime that is... Oh, it's heavy. I was trying to show it to you. And ew! Oh! There's... there's bits of stuff in it, like I said. I think I'm going to have to edit that out too. There's bits of stuff in it that, oh, it's going to roll. It's going to pour out. Oh, there's bits of dirt and stuff in it, like I said, so I'm not going to touch it. But anyway, ugh, slime. All right. So, yeah, slime is really popular. And people collect it. And people sell it. The people who collect it, it just seems strange to me that they would spend all that money on something called slime. Especially something they can make at their house. Ooh, Scooby snack. It's been dissolved by the coffee that splashed out of my cup. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to edit that out. So anyway, why did I say anyway? I've got to edit that out. People will spend a lot of money on their slime. And I've seen videos where they're unpacking the slime that they received from wherever. They'll have so much of it, and it'll have different flavors and different smells, and it'll have different little beads and cute little things in it that you can squish into it and stuff. Maybe I get it. There is a slime that's been popular in our house for the last few years. And I have, you know, worked with that slime. After time it does get harder too. And I don't know, maybe if we had used activator, it would have worked. Whatever activator is. But anyway, we just threw it away. Every year, we put it in stocking stuffers. Who doesn't like fart humor? Farts are always funny. Fart, fart, fart. It's called Flarp. I don't know if you see that. Noise putty. And so, the slimeness is the slime factor is creeping up on me. And, Ooh, this is runnier than what I'm used to. Okay. You take the slime out. Oh, 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 ew, ew, why is this? Okay, usually it's not this slimy for slime. Wow, it's sticking to me. Ugh. Okay, I'm going to do this fast because this is freaking me out. You get air, you put this up to where there's air in there, and then you give it a good squish. Oh, and you get a fart, and as we just, ha 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 ha. Farts are funny. And then you take your hand out. So, on to my next subject, poop. I don't get it. Now, back to Squishies. My youngest daughter has a squishy, and it is a poop. Unfortunately, we cannot find that squishy because it has been lost into the room of our house that I call the abyss. It's one of the two black holes in our house, one being my youngest daughter's bedroom and two being my oldest daughter's bedroom. Anyway, for the popularity of poop, I blame this guy. That's right, the poop emoji. He became very popular and I didn't get it. I'm like, it's poop, and everybody's like,
oh, did you see the poop emoji? It's so cute.
Let me give you a backstory about my life. I was a mom. I'm a mom. So I've changed a lot of diapers. I was also a nursery worker at a daycare. I changed even more diapers, a lot of diapers on several children. I've also worked with developmentally disabled people that are wheelchair bound. They cannot dress themselves, they cannot feed themselves, they cannot use the toilet, and therefore I changed a lot of adult diapers. Poop is not cute. It's not funny, and it does not smell good. Keep these things in mind. Now, what I have to wonder why poop became so popular. And like I said, I know it started with the poop emoji, but how did someone even come up with that? Were they sitting on their toilet, and then when they leaned over and looked in it when they were done and go,
oh, that's so cute. Oh, that smells so good.
Before they flushed? I hope they washed their hands before they started making their design. But I don't know if you can hear my cat meowing. Donnie, psst, psst, psst. Come here. Oh, come here. Oh, he's so cute. Come here. Okay, fine, don't. Where was I? Sorry. Distractions. Well, anyway, the poop emoji became so popular, they started making plushies. And everybody wanted a poop plushie. And they made all different kinds of poop plushies. Unicorns, cotton candy, and of course, your classic brown plushie, which is what my daughter has, a brown plushie. And people go,
oh, it's so cute.
and then they'll go and they'll smell it.
It smells so good. It smells like cotton candy. It smells like vanilla. It smells like chocolate.
I will say that poop does come in all kinds of colors, and it has all kinds of smells, and none of them are good. So, with people treating poop this way, who's the crazy one now? Me? Because I don't like the poop emoji or any of that other poop stuff? Or the people who go around squishing their poop, smelling their poop,
and going, it's so cute!
I don't get it. I don't get it. And my daughters, because of their love for slime, my daughter received that poop squishy on her birthday. And she also got some money on her birthday, or I don't know when she had the money. She bought this. That's right, people. Poop, or poo in this case, slime. And unfortunately, it got all wet and chunky. And I thought, now that's more accurate when it comes to poo. And let me see. She said it was kind of watery, which is also accurate. And it won't squish back together. Oh, it is watery and icky. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, it's going to drip. Yeah. And she said those little chunks won't squish back together. I'll just take her word for it. Let's see what it smells like. Oh, I'm so scared. Ew. It smells like dirty feet. You know, my gag reflex is usually pretty strong, especially after all those years of changing those diapers I talked about, but slime has definitely triggered that gag reflex. Okay. I feel like there's more things I want to talk about. Pause. Thanks so much for hearing me out about squishies, slime, and poop. Hope I didn't leave anything out. And if you'll excuse me, I'm off to make some chocolate fudge pudding. Ew. All right. Talk to you later, y'all. Bye. I collect my dice. Oh, shoot. I dropped that in my coffee. That's too hot to get out of there. It's too hot. Ooh. And then you take your hand out. And then you, shoot, I gotta pause the camera. I can't. Oh my gosh. Pause. All right. Ah!